The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and Pluto was wagging his tail so hard his whole body wiggled. Mickey Mouse was taking him to the park for a play date with his favorite friend, a fluffy, white pup named Fifi. Mickey threw a bright red, bouncy ball. "Fetch, Pluto!" Pluto and Fifi raced after it, their barks full of joy. They played chase, rolled in the soft grass, and shared a drink from the water fountain. It was a perfect day. Then Pluto saw it, the most amazing, delicious-looking giant bone-shaped biscuit he had ever seen. It was sitting on the top of a tall, stone statue in the middle of the park's fountain. Without a second thought, Pluto leaped into the fountain to get it. He paddled through the water, climbed on the base of the statue, and stretched his neck as far as he could. Chomp! He got the biscuit. But when he turned to jump back, he slipped with a loud splash. He fell into the deep part of the fountain. The water wasn't very deep for a person, but for a small dog like Pluto, it was like an ocean. He paddled frantically, but he couldn't get out. The smooth, curved stone sides were too slippery to climb. He was stuck, and to make things worse, he was still holding the giant biscuit in his mouth, which made it harder to swim. Fifi ran back and forth along the edge, barking worriedly. Mickey was on the other side of the park, reading a book under a tree. Pluto knew he had to be clever. He couldn't bark for help with the biscuit in his mouth, and he didn't want to drop his wonderful prize. First, he tried to use his back legs to push off the wall, but he just spun in circles. Next, he tried to hook his paws over the edge, but they just slid off. Then, he had an idea. He saw a toy sailboat a child had left floating nearby. He used his nose to gently push the boat toward the edge where Fifi was. Fifi, understanding immediately, picked up the string attached to the boat in her mouth. Fifi pulled the sailboat to the side, but it wasn't strong enough to pull Pluto out. They needed more help. Fifi started barking in a special way, a high-pitched yip, 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 that she used only for emergencies. Soon, other dogs in the park heard her. A brave little dachshund, a fast border collie, and a big, gentle golden retriever came running over. The border collie had the smartest idea. He found a long, sturdy stick and pushed one end into the water for Pluto. The golden retriever held the other end in his mouth like an anchor. The dachshund and Fifi started barking together to get Mickey's attention. Pluto, still holding his biscuit, paddled toward the stick. He placed his front paws on it. The other dogs pulled with all their might.